Let's talk about video games today. uh, so I'm 32 years old, which means I was born in 1994, which means I was pretty much playing video games mainly throughout all the 2000s, right? Now, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion that are around my age range, we feel like we grew up in the pretty much the golden era of gaming, which is PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox, right? I only had a PlayStation 2, never had an Xbox. I've played Xbox plenty of times. I've had friends that had Xboxes and shit. Um, and the GameCube, I never had a GameCube, but I had a Wii, and the Wii could actually play GameCube games on it. So pretty much when you get a Wii, you pretty much get a GameCube. So that's what introduced me to all the GameCube games, right? Um, and even now, I'm still a gamer. I used to have a PS4, but I don't have that anymore. Never got a PS5 or an Xbox or any of the Switches. No, I had a Switch for a little while, actually. But I got rid of that and got a Steam Deck. And I've been playing on that for like the past 2, maybe 3 years now. Probably one of the best purchases I've made in the past 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Mainly because a lot of the shit that I like and a lot of the shit that I play is like older shit. Like from the era of gaming that I grew up in, which was, like I said earlier, PS2, GameCube. In the library on that generation, in my opinion, was like the best and also the fucking biggest. Like there were so many games on PlayStation 2, so many games on GameCube, so many games on Xbox, right? And honestly, just that level of variety and the amount of experimentation that they were doing at the time. Like I feel like at the time gaming was more so about just trying stuff. It was way more experimental than it is now, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's part of the reason why we get so many remakes and remasters of games from that era. Like we still get new IPs and shit like that, but I feel like it's just a lot more few and far these days. And I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. I just know that I don't prefer it. Like I prefer when, different studios and developers would just try shit. Like they would just do what they wanted. But I know nowadays, gaming is more expensive, making games is more expensive. So they got to pretty much get a good return on their investment. So I understand, why they play it safe these days. But it just makes me even more grateful for the era of gaming that I got to experience pretty much firsthand. I really didn't realize how good we had it until like the PS4 era. That's when I started realizing like, yo, I really like the way shit used to be more than I like the way that it is now. And right now, I've been playing a lot of GameCube games on my Steam Deck, with emulators and whatnot. And I've been having a lot of fun with that over the past like year and a half, just playing a bunch of GameCube games. I just finished Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. I actually never played that one. I beat the third one years ago, but the first and the second one, I just never really got around to them. I played a little bit of the second one on the PSP, but I just finished The Sands of Time like day before yesterday. I just finished that one, and I enjoyed it. At first, I wasn't really digging the combat at all, but once I kind of got a better understanding of what I was supposed to do and how to do everything, combat is pretty cool. Overall, the game's pretty solid. There was like no boss fights except for the last one, which was kind of underwhelming, but overall, the platforming was great. The dialogue between the two characters, the prince and the girl, like perfect. I wasn't expecting that there to be so much character and dialogue between them two. It was a pleasant surprise. It was very refreshing to see, the dynamic between them two, and I started the second one yesterday, or no, right after I beat the game, I started the second one, but I haven't played too much more of that. Cause actually I started playing, one of those old X-Men games Um, I think it was X2, Wolverine's Revenge. So I remember playing that a little bit when I was a kid, but I remember the game being real difficult, and that was it. And playing it now, it still is difficult, but I like the learning curve to it. I like that it's kind of more of like a stealth game. Not to say that it's more of a stealth game, but there's the stealth is very rewarding in the game. So it kind of pays off to pay attention to where you can utilize stealth just to make your time in the game easier. I've only played like the first like 3 missions, but I'm honestly enjoying what I'm playing already. So hopefully I can finish it, because that game is like, if you mess up, you have to start the whole fucking level over. And that was a notorious thing in that era of gaming, where like the checkpoint system was like very unforgiving. Games were way more difficult at the time. Versus nowadays, it's like every game's trying to be like fucking Dark Souls, which I mean, it works for some games, but it don't work for everything. Like, I honestly say, just let FromSoftware do all the Dark Souls, Bloodborne shit. Like, let them handle that, and everybody else just make what they want to make. But those games are popular for a reason, so I understand why people are kind of, I don't want to say, whatever, why people are copying the formula. And speaking of them, my first FromSoftware game was Bloodborne. I got that shit when it came out, but I had no idea what the fuck FromSoftware really was. I just thought the game looked cool. I got that shit, played it, got my ass kicked, took it back, took it right back to GameStop. I'm like, fuck this shit. Then years later, I had finished so when Insomniac's Spider-Man PS4, when the first one came out, I got that one, loved it, enjoyed it, played it, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna trade this in, and I'm gonna get Bloodborne, because I never beat that game, and I want to see if I can actually beat that game. And I stuck with it. That shit was tough as hell, but I fucking fell in love with that game. Now, if anybody has played Bloodborne, I don't know anybody that doesn't like Bloodborne. It's not a perfect game. It's got a lot of flaws, don't get me wrong, but Bloodborne is an amazing experience, just like pretty much every FromSoftware game. Making sure the camera was still recording. But there's nothing like playing a FromSoftware game for the first time. Love that game. Love the atmosphere. Loved how the story is like. I mean, pretty much with all the FromSoftware games, you got to really like pay attention and like read the descriptions on every item to really figure out what the fuck is going on in the game, because it's not obvious at all. It's very like subtle, and like there's a lot of like allegories and shit like that. But I just wish that they would re-release that game, man, because it's trapped on PS4. I mean, I guess you can use emulators and shit like that, but I would rather, like, I don't know what the fuck they're waiting on to put a remaster or a sequel or something out, like on PC. Like, goddamn, can we get something? Outside of that, I have Dark Souls. Never beat Dark Souls. Dark Souls is great. It's very different from Bloodborne, but Dark Souls is great. It's just long as hell. Like, eventually I'm gonna beat it. I have the I think it's the remaster or whatever the fuck the version that's on Steam. I have that one, but I haven't finished it. Eventually I'm gonna finish it. I might do it around like winter. I might get back into it around that time. Like, I remember a lot of the games. I think the last boss that I beat, oh my god, I got really far into the game. I want to say the last boss I beat was probably Smo and Ornstein, the two dudes you got to fight at the same time. I probably beat like one other boss after them. I know I beat the big wolf with the sword. I beat him. I don't know how much of the game I have left, but I know I got to the point to where you get the I think it's called the Lord Vessel, where you finally can fast travel throughout the game. When you unlock that, I want to say they said that's like the first half of the game. So I beat like the first half of the game, like maybe a little bit of the second half. But eventually I'm going to beat Dark Souls, I promise. I spent my money on it. And that's the same thing with Sekiro. Sekiro, I'm actually right at the end of the game, where you fight, I can't remember his fucking name, but you fight him in the big field. Yeah, I'm like right there. Like last time I played it was like months ago, but I was like right there. Obviously, it's a tough fight. That shit was pissing me off. But Sekiro is dope. Sekiro, what I like about From Software is all of their IPs are like, it's the same formula, like it's the same foundation, but it's completely different. It's completely different. Like there's different mechanics and different strategies, different ways of doing things. In Sekiro, you have to get in everybody's face and you have to deflect and parry everything, you know? And at first I hated that shit. I was like, bro, what is this shit? Like this game is like, it's frustrating as hell because you have to get in everybody's face and you have to learn their patterns and you have to learn when to deflect and shit, right? But then once I got to, I mean, the world is amazing. But once I got to Genichiro, if you played the game, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Um, Genichiro is when I realized, okay, I got this shit. Genichiro teaches you how to really play the game. It teaches you that hesitation is defeat. That's like the motto of the game. If you hesitate, you're going to die. You have to stay in there. You have to lock in. You got to trust yourself. And even if you just got a little bit of HP left, the fight is not over, bro. You got to keep deflecting. You got to keep parrying. You know, stay in there. Stay inside. Pay attention to the patterns, bro. So, eventually I will beat Sekiro. By the time I play it again, Sekiro and Dark Souls, I'm gonna just start them all the way over and just play them from the beginning. Starting Sekiro over, there's a lot more resistance for me starting that shit over because that shit is fucking tough. That's a tough ass game. I feel like, to me, Sekiro is harder than Bloodborne and Dark Souls. You know what I'm saying? I never played Elden Ring and I never played Demon Souls. And I know they got the Dusk Bloods coming out on Switch. But to me, bro, Sekiro is the hardest From Software game that I've played. But it's really fucking good. It's really fucking rewarding. And once it clicks, it fucking clicks. But that's mainly what I've been playing like lately over the past few years. I want to play, I played the demo for, what is it? The first Berserker, Kazan. I played the demo for that shit and that shit was so fucking good. Like I like the customization. I like the cell shaded like art style and shit. It's like the Soul style, but it's got its own like RPG elements, bro. Let me know if y'all played, I mean, any of these games, but let me know what y'all think about Kazan if you played that one. I want to eventually get that. I've been waiting for it to go on sale, but I want to get into that one. That one's been on my radar for a long time. I also want to play Cyberpunk, even though I really don't like open world games like that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, I don't really care for open world games, but Cyberpunk just looks different. It looks cool. And I know it took a little minute for the game to like really be in its like final form, but I know now that people have said mostly positive things about the game at this point, like this year. So eventually I'm gonna get into Cyberpunk for sure. And we all know GTA 6, the game of the century, is upon us, allegedly. It's supposed to be coming out in November. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna be shocked if the game gets pushed back again, because they've already pushed it back once. I really don't know what to expect from GTA 6. And I'm gonna end this video on this note. I have no idea what the fuck to expect from GTA 6. Am I getting the game? 90% no. Why? Because I'm pretty sure that shit is probably not gonna run that well on Steam Deck anyway, and that's all I got. And I have zero, or when it comes out on PC, because it's like, I think it's like PS5 exclusive. I'm not getting a PlayStation 5 for shit. Like, that game would have to be mind-blowing. But even then, I'm really not a big GTA head like that anyway. Like, the only GTA game I really like is GTA 3 and GTA San Andreas. Those are the ones that I like the most. Those are the only ones that I'm really concerned about playing. GTA 4, I never got into that. GTA 5, played a little bit of that, but I just never really got into it. But I'm interested to see what the fuck GTA 6 is gonna bring to the table, because GTA 5 dropped when I was a senior in high school. I'm 32 now. 2013 is when I graduated high school. I believe that's when GTA 5 drop? It's 2026, man. So if my math is correct, that's 13 years. And GTA 5 is if anything, is probably more popular now than it was when it first came out, because I know they're doing like the role playing shit, and I know that's like its own thing right there. So I'm very curious to see what the fuck GTA 6 is actually gonna bring to the table, because I honestly feel like GTA 5 is still thriving really well 13 years later from its release. So in my head, bro, I really can't think of what the fuck GTA 6 is gonna do that's gonna be so mind blowing. Like, I was reading up that there's probably gonna be a lot more AI, and like the characters are gonna be a lot more not the characters, but like the NPCs are gonna have like more of like an actual life. Which to me, I mean, I guess that's cool, but I really don't feel like that's like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see. I know they're supposed to have that trailer dropping on fucking Netflix, of all places. GTA 6 is really going to change the game, man. That shit is already like $100 for the base version. Then they're supposed to be dropping a trailer for it on fucking Netflix. What the fuck is going on, man? Gaming is getting really weird. It's getting really weird, but I know GTA 6 is going to be a game changer, bro. I don't know if that's going to be in a good way or a bad way. I know there's a lot of people complaining about the rollout of the game so far. I mean, look, bro, we don't even have no gameplay footage. I know there was some leaked footage that went out that I haven't seen, but we don't even know how this shit plays. Like, some people do because they saw the leaks, but I didn't see them. So, I don't know, bro. I really don't know what GTA 6 is gonna do. Like, the trailer's supposed to be dropping this week on Netflix. I think I'll be at work while it's out, but you know, I'll probably catch it once it's out on the internet or whatever, but because you know that's not gonna take long. But GTA 6, man, they dropping the trailer on fucking Netflix. Strange, but I'm excited to see what the fuck it is, bro. Like I said, I'm more than likely not gonna get the game, but I'm excited to see the gameplay, and I'm more so excited about the impact that it's going to make, how it's going to change gaming, because it's going to change gaming forever when this game comes out. It's going to change gaming, and I just don't know if it's going to be for the worse or for the better. But either way it goes, I'm good with what I got, because I just like to play a lot of retro shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my era of gaming, PS2, Xbox, GameCube, Game Boy Advance. I love handheld shit. Game Boy Advance, PSP, the DS, and then PS3 and Xbox. Like, from PS2 to PS3 and everything in between, that's just the era of gaming that I like the most personally. And I can pretty much have access to all that shit on my Steam Deck. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm gonna play some other shit too, but I'm pretty much good where I'm at, bro. Especially with the price of these games, bro. That shit is not getting cheaper. So, looks like I'm gonna be a retro gamer for a long fucking time, bro. But yeah, man, I just wanted to sit here and talk about video games for a little bit. Something that I love that I really don't talk about that much on the channel. I mean, I know I allude to it sometimes, but I'm like, you know what? Let me take a break from all this serious real life shit that I be talking about all the fucking time, and let's just talk about some fucking video games, bro. So yeah, man, let me know what games you playing right now, what games you like, how you feel about GTA 6, man. Talk to me, bro. Let's talk about these games, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the comments, man. Leave me a comment. You made it this far in the video, leave a fucking like. And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. So y'all take it easy. Peace.